Hello and welcome back to the island. I'm James and you're listening to Desert Island Parks. Usually we are sitting by the campfire dreaming up fantasy lands with our guests, but once a week we have to head up the radio tower, adjust the antenna and see what storms are brewing back in the real world. It's Friday, December the 19th and this is your weekly weather report. Current conditions on the island? Pretty damp. But looking at the charts for the theme park industry, we're seeing a mix of high-pressure corporate moves in the UK and a distinct chill settling over Florida. Grab your raincoat, let's look at the forecast. Let's start with a satellite view, scanning the globe for the three biggest systems moving through the industry this week. There's high pressure over Bedford. The biggest blip on the radar is undoubtedly in Bedfordshire. As of this week, the government has officially granted the Special Development Order for Universal Great Britain. Now, for those who don't speak bureaucracy, let me explain why this is a Category 5 event. An SDO is basically a cheat code. It bypasses the usual local council planning hell that usually delays UK construction for decades. It means the national government see this park as nationally significant. My forecast? This isn't just a rumour anymore, it's happening. Universal has just under 700 acres. To put that in perspective, the Magic Kingdom in Florida is about 150 acres. We are looking at a scale that the UK has never seen before. If you're a fan of Alton Towers or Thorpe Park, the pressure is rising. They have about 4 years to upgrade their guest experience before the £800 gorilla moves in down the road. There's a festive front at Epic Universe. Moving across the Atlantic to Orlando, Epic Universe has been open for a few months now, but this is their first real test, the Christmas season. We are seeing heavy festive accumulation in Celestial Park. They've debuted the new holiday fountain shows and early reports are glowing. Why does this matter? Because vibe is the one thing you can't engineer. You can build the fastest coaster, but you can't engineer Christmas spirit. Seeing Epic Universe successfully pivot to a holiday overlay this quickly proves it's not just a thrill park, it's a resort park, designed to keep you there all day, spending money on hot chocolate. Although reports of the holiday food menu being half finished suggest they might be rushing to catch up with demand. There's a blue front moving into Alton Towers. Back in the UK, we have a rapidly developing system in CBeebies land. Construction watchers have spotted vertical track for the new Bluey coaster. Do not underestimate this. Bluey is currently the biggest IP on the planet for the under 7 demographic. It's bigger than Mickey Mouse for that age group right now. Disney missed the boat on this one and Merlin Entertainment snapped it up. This is going to bring a tidal wave of families to Staffordshire in 2026. If you thought the queue for Wicker Man was bad, wait till you see the queue for the Healer family. Now, I have to issue a severe weather warning for anyone currently vacationing in Central Florida. Disney's Typhoon Lagoon has been closed almost all week due to low temperatures. Let's look at the data. It's roughly 50-60 degrees Fahrenheit in Orlando, 10 to 15 degrees Celsius. Now I get it, for you Americans that's cold, but for us Brits that's literally t-shirt weather. The problem here is the operational failure. Disney operates 2 water parks, Blizzard Beach, which is themed to a ski resort, and Typhoon Lagoon, themed to the tropics. Currently, Blizzard Beach is closed for its annual refurbishment. So on the coldest weeks of the year, Disney has closed the park literally designed to look like snow. And it's trying to force people into the tropical park, which they have then had to close because it's too cold. If you run a world-class resort, you need a climate-proof plan. Volcano Bay at Universal heats their water and has better heaters on the pathways. Disney is currently leaving money on the table and leaving guests dry. Well, dry and cold. It's a low-pressure move and honestly, it's sloppy operations. Let's shift gears to the long-range outlook. This is where we look at the horizon and predict what the climate will look like in the future. I want to circle back to the Universal UK news. Now that we know the land is secured and the permissions are granted, the biggest debate in the community is the weather versus the rides. We all know the British weather. It's grey, it's drizzly, it's windy. Universal's current design philosophy, looking at Epic Universe, relies heavily on high-tech outdoor coasters and massive open-world environments. So the debate is, can you drag and drop an Orlando park into Bedfordshire? Let's look at 2 differing arguments. Argument A, the indoor approach. If I were betting on the forecast, I'd say Universal UK has to look a lot more like Universal Beijing or even Warner Brothers in Abu Dhabi. We need indoor queues and we need covered main streets, a bit like Tokyo's World Bazaar. They build a Velocicoaster clone. Can it run year-round in high winds, rain and ice? Second argument, tough it out approach. Do they lean into it? Think about the IPs that work in the rain. Harry Potter, for example. Diagon Alley looks much better when it's gloomy and wet. Feels a lot more like London. The classic monsters. Frankenstein Castle isn't supposed to be sunny. And as much as I hate the idea of it in the parks, Paddington wears a raincoat. My actual prediction is I think we're going to see a hybrid. A lot of the community, particularly the US enthusiasts, are used to coasters being closed for a spot of rain or storms nearby. And while I think this is why many are pushing for an indoor-centric park, that's not how we operate in the UK. Anyone who's ridden Nemesis or the big one in the lashing rain knows we can handle inclement weather around here, so I don't think it's as big a problem as some make out. But I want to throw it out to you. If you were designing a park for a rainy island, how do you handle the rain? Would you build a roof or would you just sell ponchos? And that's the forecast for the week of December 19th. In summary, Universal UK is a go, Bluey is taking over, and if you're in Florida, bring a sweater. If you enjoyed this weather report, make sure you're subscribed. It looks like the skies are clearing up on the island as we will soon welcome a special guest to build their dream park. And I can promise you, their park has perfect weather 365 days a year. I've been James from Desert Island Parks. Keep your feet dry and keep dreaming.